What's going on, everyone? This is Smitty here, and in this video I'm talking about the trench battling in terms of Madden 17 and going forward, how I'd like to see it going forward. Now I know that recently, they did the update, did the tuner, and they basically nerfed the instant shedding, which honestly I don't have a problem with, because that happens in football. Like, it happens in the NFL. Jadeveon Clowney having that huge hit before he came to the NFL against my Michigan Wolverines. That's an instant shed to the fullest, and you see that happen. So that happens in the sport. But nevertheless, what I'm getting at here specifically is, like you're seeing here with what happened with Ansa and what you've seen happen with Nada. I want to see it going forward, and I mean, it does happen in 17 a good amount, but I want to see that consistency of the pressure generation when it comes to that O and D line play. I want to see these guys have that battle where you see, like, for example, Nada is not as highly rated, he's not as agile, he's not as assertive in terms of getting into the backfield like Ansa is. So you see that depicted. They're both using the same kind of move in terms of trying to bull rush into the backfield, but you see how it's more of a progressive battle. I want to see it where the O lineman ends up losing their ground a lot more often, instead of it just being they lock horns and then it's just a loss. They lock horns and then it's a loss, because this guy's got this 85 block shed, 80 plus block shed, 90 plus whatever move, so he's just going to beat the block. Like, we need to see it be more of a progressive battle, okay? Like you guys see here on this play. You saw how Levy got around the edge, and this is another thing that I wanted to point out as well. I want to be able to pull off moves like this. I want to be able to have that kind of interaction. Like, I want to be able to set up moves, basically. If for example, if I'm on the analog stick, you saw how it was with Levy. If I move the analog stick right to left or left to right, and then I try to do a finesse move, power move, rip move, or club, underhook, give me the button, accordingly, like whether it's a finesse move or a power move, and let me set up that move, and then let it be an organic interaction based upon the player positioning between the O and D linemen, instead of it being a forced sequence, because those sequences were scripted out. It looked good, but I want to have that control, because right now only the CPU has these kind of battles like this. Like, look at that battle with Ansa there. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, Ansa lost this battle essentially. Like, he's pushing him back, but as you see, he started on the interior of the D line, and he basically is putting all that work in against the O lineman, and he worked him out of the play. And that's what I'm talking about. I want to see that happening a lot more often, instead of like how it is right now, where it happens a little bit. It does happen, to some extent, but I want to see more of it. And like I said, I'm just showing it here in a little bit of more of a slower speed. You see that, he does the hand fighting there. So that to me would be like, let's say if I hit the analog stick, I hit the analog stick from left to right. Okay, so I move it from, left to right, like I said, or right to left, and then I hit the finesse move button, and I try to perform a finesse move. Like, I'm doing moves, I'm using my hands. He's gonna do a move using his hands and try and go through and go around. Go around that D lineman. Now, if I try to, move to the inside or the outside, I'm trying to set up the move and continuously work. And that's the other thing, keeping control, staying in control while performing these moves. Not just it's only, you lock horns and then you can only go one way or the other based upon you winning that move. Like, I want it to be more of a dynamic jostle based upon position. And these are the kind of things we see happen in PES, we see in FIFA, think about it when it comes to basketball, and you have a player that's off balance or off center, and you set up your crossover move accordingly, or your spin move. It's based on their relative position, and you perform that move according to where they're at, where the defender is, or in this case where the O lineman is when you try to perform that move as a D lineman. These are the kind of things we want to definitely see going forward. And I mean, like I said, you know, ending it here, this is beautiful right here. Ansa doesn't win the battle, but I want to see that continuous fight. And within that 3 to 4 second window, even if you have a weaker O-line like my Lions, they don't have a strong O-line. So within that 2 to 4 second window, I want to see that pressure generated quickly. Not necessarily they lock horns and beat the block, you know, when it in terms of that initial engagement. But I want to see my O-lineman getting driven, you know, getting driven back into the QB. Like, I only have that 2-3 second window, maybe 4 seconds, and occasionally 5, and I'm able to get the pass out, or I'm gonna have to get that ball out of bounds, or I'm gonna have to try and scramble and buy myself some time to get the pass out accordingly. That's what I want to see a lot more of going forward, because that's what we see in the league. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are, and I'll be back with more videos, y'all. Take care. Peace. Thanks a lot for your support on today's video. And don't forget to like, comment, and if you definitely want more content like this, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Definitely follow me on social media as well, and tune in live right here on YouTube with myself, SimFBallCritic, and Azure Effect for the Sim Standard Google Hangout. Until next time, guys, take care, be safe, peace.